Yo! Right, literally, again, same thing, like I said yesterday, got back from work just a second ago. Got myself an iced matcha with agave syrup. Most people don't know what agave syrup is, but yeah, agave syrup's like a natural sweetener. Okay, let's see what the markets are actually doing. Just bear with me one sec, I'm just going to log into my personal account on TradingView. Hope the music's okay. Right. It's 2:30 right now, market open. I had a little look earlier. I do know we are coming off of a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, so I imagine we would have gone lower, just based off of the 4-hour fair value gap. Probably was a nice model in there that I've missed. Okay, cool, perfect. So I'm just gonna delete all of this lipstick off of the charts. Let's start nice and fresh. Okay, cool. So we're coming off of this 4-hour right here. So even if you're not if you expect this to get ran through, at the very least, if that was going to continue higher, it would have to rebalance here first. So either way, we're going to go lower. So rebalancing off the 4-hour, got that hourly fair value gap inside, just failed to tap that just about. I reckon that we'll end up taking that high. Okay. Alright, this is buy side liquidity right here. Buy side liquidity has been swept. I'm just going to read over my rules. I forgot to do it yesterday. I'm supposed to do it every day. I'm just going to go over it with you guys as well. Trading rules. Read before trading every day. 1 to 2 trades a day. Half size on the second trade. Don't trade days where there's lots of yellow folded news and the market is choppy. Try to avoid low probability days. Move stop loss to break even after I take my first partial at 1 to 2 RR. My rules for entering a trade. Bigger time frame buyer / draw on liquidity. External liquidity sweep plus stop raid, which is an internal liquidity sweep. Market maker models, 2022 models, unicorn models, displacement, SMT. Inversion fair value gaps, breaker fair value gap entries, and 5-minute market structure shifts. Do not enter trades without looking at the 5-minute, 15-minute, and the 1-hour structure. After a 5-minute market structure shift, I can then go to the 1 minute. Cut losers short, let winners run. Sounds like a plan. The Ashlee that wrote that. Okay, yeah, all of that low resistance liquidity got ran, like I said yesterday. Was expecting that all to get ran. Bullish fair value gap right here. Just mark them out, both of them. Yeah, cool. Let's go down a time frame now. 1 hour. Everything is saying the same thing. Actually, this is buy side. Didn't realize I was on the 1 hour. Yeah, that's We'll just mark out both these highs. It's fine. You know what? Maybe the hourly high did seem. Yeah. Okay. Let's just use the hourly high. That's fine. All right. 15 minute time frame. I need to see an internal stop raid occur right now, to be honest. So we had this fair value gap right here, has been inverted. I need a stop raid. In a place we expect to reject. Buy side got taken. More 15 minute. There's another 15 minute there, fair value gap, I don't know. We could go, nah, let's talk about what we could do and what we're most likely to do. Or what I want to see in order to take a trade. So we have closed, we have closed below this, which I'm quite happy with. Retrace to this 5 minute fair value gap. Internal stop raid occurred here, came up, took this high. So everything is valid. We have displacement, got everything that we need in order to enter a trade. To be honest, all we need now is well, an entry, right? I'm just gonna go short right here. Just on the 5 minute. I feel like I've just gotten into that way too prematurely. I feel like that was you just saw me like get into a trade very quickly and then get out of it. So this candle is just absolutely massive. I expect us to rebalance more once this 5 minute closes. I'm just gonna let it's gonna just give price a bit of time to force that 1 minute fair value gap entry right there. Was very forced off that. We might like as well, we might, you know, just flood down from there, and maybe I shouldn't have exited out, but yeah, no, I didn't like that. Just felt like I got into it very quickly. I want to see this 5 minute close. Then I want to ideally get an entry inside of that in that civvy. There's going to be plenty of places to get an entry here, so I'm just going to stay patient. Just like as you just saw then, I was just very like just explain to you why I just did that. So like I said, we've had a stop raid, buy side swept. We're in a place we expect to reject. We've had displacement. Let's look if there's SMT in this trade as well. Not currently. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a good entry. I imagine this high right here gets swept. Then we when does this candle close? At 30. New candle opens at 40 past. So okay, in 1 minute this candle will close, new candle's gonna open, and then we should rebalance this big fair value gap. That's where I'll take my entry. Where am I looking to I'm probably going to be looking at, you know, something along the lines of this. I expect this low down there, that's going to be my low hanging fruit target. That's what I'm confident in. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's have a look at the actual model on the 15 minute. Okay, cool. So we've low resistance liquidity run, right? Buy side swept, bigger time frame imbalance gets filled. So liquidity got swept. Then what did we do? High here, ching ching, got taken. Stop raid. Would have stop raid didn't rebalance that. It would have been nice if that stop raid also rebalanced that, but it didn't. That's fine. But yeah, the space market maker sell model, buy side swept, in a place we expect to reject. This now becomes a draw on liquidity. All we need now is that nice entry. That's the 5-minute candle. I want to take my entry right there, to be honest. Stop above that high. 100 and 131. Yeah. Five-minute change in the state, obviously right here. Cool. So there's no SMT right now. Let me scan to see if there is actually any more, maybe on the bigger time frame, like hopefully this ends up working out. It might not. That's okay if it doesn't. ES now rebalance that 5-minute fair value gap that never ended up getting rebalanced, so now both pairs should sync up and go short, hopefully. Okay, let's look on the hourly. Let's see if there's any like bigger hourly SMT, you know. Yeah, it's really not. Both pairs have, have taken buy side, so there's really not a whole lot going on there in terms of SMT. I don't know why my take profit's down there. Take profit should be here. I'm looking to see a nice quick move to the downside. I'm gonna take partials at this low right here. I'm just gonna get some orders. I'm in for stops. Okay, so when my partial gets hit, if it does get hit, stops getting moved to break even. If I get stopped out, then that's fine. But I feel like I've gotten a nice entry right here on a nearly consequent encroachment of that FEG. But I really like the model right here, so I want to actually just go over more with you guys the model that I'm seeing right here. So this is a market maker sell model. I said that already. 4-hour fair value gap, 1 hour fair value gap inside of that. We didn't tap it, we didn't actually fill it, that's fine, we've just rejected that entire area, that's fine. But buy side got taken, low resistance liquidity got swept, we're in a downtrend already. What do you see happen here? Go down, displace. Oh, then what do we see? You guys thinking like, oh, this is displacement. Oh look, fair value, creating fair value gaps, continuing higher. Think like this whole move up was just to rebalance these fair value gaps here. That's all this was, and that's probably what all this is going to be. We displace lower, come up, fill the fair value gap, sell off. Displace lower, come up, fill the fair value gap, sell off, and this phenomenon repeats again and again and again and again. Yeah, I mean, there's probably so many people that like saw this giant candle and they're like, oh my god, we're reversing, we're not reversing. This 4-hour fair value gap still holding bearish. Like, it's very bearish. I completely forgotten to trade this on my real account, on my personal account. I completely forgot I had a personal account, I'm not gonna lie. I I can't even lie to you. I completely forgot I had a personal account. I'm honestly just gonna... I'll give it a second. Give it a second. But yeah, honestly, I've honestly forgotten I had a personal account. Okay, Stop's gonna get moved to break even right now on that. Let's think if there's any other places that I think, you know, price could run to, could leave a runner. I'm just gonna check to see if it's worth it or not. No, it's absolutely not worth it. It's not worth it at all. That's fine. Let's go to the 1 minute on here. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere I can really get an entry back inside of this trade on my personal account. I've missed the ideal entry to enter, so yeah, I'm targeting these Tokyo lows down here. Let me see if there's anything that I can do. If this fair value gap, you know, we come up to this fair value gap, I'll enter short there, stop above the high. I can't do that really. I'm happy to do that. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna set this up. If it, you know, if it happens, what happens, then it happens. Trade. I highly doubt this though. 21 to 11. I highly doubt that I'm gonna get an entry on my personal account here. That's fine though. Unless we come all the way back up to that fair value gap right there. But I doubt it, like I said. Yeah, I'll enter that there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. I'm a bit stupid though. I get too locked in. I was so locked into the prop account. Okay. We might just flood lower now. I'm not sure. But you know, working a job and trying to trade at the same time, like I was saying yesterday, is extremely difficult. Like, I finished at 2, I had to, you know, get out as fast as I could. I had to cycle back here, and there's no time to, like, do anything prior. I just got to finish work and then come straight here. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. But there's going to be plenty of these types of setups, you know, for years and years to come. This is a repeating phenomenon. So if I've missed my entry, you know, the ideal entry in my personal account today, that's fine. That's completely fine. Oh, but this is a really clean trade. I really like it. Targeting these Asian lows down there, super clean, super nice. This is an A+ setup. I was very confident in this setup, so I don't think that we're gonna stop going lower until we take out those Sydney and Tokyo lows. Ice match is so good with the Agave. I'm not gonna get my entry on my personal account. I don't think so. Okay, I want to see us go lower now. We just created equal highs. If we do anything like really suspicious, I'll probably take off a contract. Wow, we've really just dumped lower, haven't we? Jokes. I'm really happy where I've got my entry, so I'm not scared about getting stopped out, really. Sorry, just my fucking collarbone's fucking itchy. Candles rejecting. I always love looking at the 5 minute and then just not being able to see anything that's going on. Don't hold bullish. Invert. I don't like that we've just created that bullish fair value gap right now. I don't like it at all. I mean, could take another 100 off right now. Get ran through. This looks fine, actually. I think this is going to act as an inversion fair value gap right now. I don't have inversion fair value gap on there. I don't know. I think this is going to fail. This candle's trying to break above this inversion fair value gap, but I don't think it's happening. It's not actually an inversion fair value gap. It's just a bullish fair value gap right now, but I think it's going to be an inversion fair value gap. I literally just need the candle to close below, then that becomes an IFEG. Then we're just going to go and target, yeah, cool, yeah, inversion fair value gap right there. I'm a little bit annoyed that I missed this on my personal account, but it's fine. I don't know, I just forgot. I literally just forgot. I can't believe it. Like, I do want to make money, like real money. I just forget sometimes. Just fucking... Come on. What are you doing? Stupid fucking... Being held within this. We're clearly, if we wanted to go lower, we would have just gone lower. We're trying to break out of this, I feel like. I don't know. I think we're just stuck inside of this range right now. I just need the candle to close outside of that red box, but I know it's not gonna, because it's just consolidating. We can just dump. Make sure my TP is actually on those lows down here. Just make sure it's nice and accurate. There you go. I think I'm going to take another partial. This is, you know, it's taking a long time, so I'm going to take another partial. Yeah, I'll take another partial there. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm going to leave that to run. It either runs down there or it doesn't. Fine with me if it doesn't. I'm not scared about this actually coming up to break even. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna do that. I think that we're just gonna fill this. Was there like a 5-minute fair value gap anywhere? Not even. I don't know. The 1 minute. That 1 minute does look like a very prominent fair value gap. Okay. Just mark out the 2 minute. Is there a 3 minute? Okay, there's a 3 minute. We'll use the 3 minute instead. Just whatever the highest time frame one is, because that's the most powerful one that you're going to want to be looking at. See if this can run to TP. I'm really happy with this trade though. It's like a nice 3.4 RR trade. It's fucking just went down instantly. Because it's a model within a model within a model, and the sooner you realise that, the better. What is this? Buy side swept. Buy side swept. Then what happens internally, right? Internal buy side gets swept. This is the same. This is internally. This is that sell side of the curve right there. Buy side swept. Sell side of the curve. It's the same as that on the bigger time frame. It's just everything on the bigger time frames exists on the lower time frames. Like, just Price is fractal anyways, you guys should know that. Anyway, if you want to trade like this, go watch Justin Werline. He's the absolute GOAT. He is the reason that you guys have just seen this play out so well. So for any of you that think that his concepts don't work, you're not implementing them correctly. It's not going to work every time. It's not going to work when there's loads of yellow folder news out. It's not going to work if, you know, we actually like displace through buy side instead of, you know, just like poking above it and then staying within the range. There's so many different things to it, right? But I would say Justin is the best, like, for psychology, for analysis. He's just the GOAT. What can I say? So what did I feel when I was in that trade? I actually felt nothing. I felt nothing. I'm a little bit pissed off that I didn't trade that on my personal, because then I would have made £100. But I literally just forgot. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. I'll get loads of these setups when I go part time at my job. I'll have so many days to trade the setup. But you can call this the forever model. That's what Justin calls it. It's the 2022 model, the forever model, the unicorn model, whatever you want to call it. But it's buy side swept, internal buy side swept, so a stop raid in a place we expect to reject, and in line with the trend. But the main takeaway I want anyone watching this to take away, right, is that if we're down here, right? We're down here. In order for us to continue going lower from here, we need to go higher first. We need to go up first to the inefficiency to then sell off, right? Because what are the 4 reasons that market moves, right? Inefficiencies, to rebalance the equilibrium, hunt liquidity. There's another one. Hunt liquidity, rebalance the inefficiencies, rebalance the equilibrium, and engineer liquidity. So what is this doing here? It's chopping around, right? Accumulation, right? This would be your manipulation. You would expect to see distribution. Why is this not manipulation? This is not manipulation because this isn't what we expect price to do. In relation to the trend, in relation to the model that we're trying to see, in order for this to be classed as manipulation, we would have to be bullish, right? We would have to be thinking, okay, price is going to go higher now, we've taken this low right here, we should like reverse, right? No. This is manipulation because we're expecting price to stay in this trend. So we're like, okay, we're going to come up higher, everyone's going to get tricked into longs, everyone's going to provide liquidity to the market, right? Everyone's going to get stopped out, more liquidity to the market. All of these orders got filled, and then we're actually going to go in the true direction. So yeah, whatever way you think it's going to go, wait for it to go the opposite way first. I'm telling you guys, you'll find better entries, you'll find better trades, and you'll just overall, you'll have more conviction in your trade because you know in your heart that you've not got a bad entry. Like then, I had an amazing entry, so I wasn't worried about price coming back to stop me out because I got in at OCE. I got in at the optimal trade entry, right? After the change in the state, after displacement, after the inefficiency got filled, after buy side got swept, right? In line with the trend, internal stop raid, all of these things, right? I followed every single rule on this book that I read out to you today. And then what happens? What happens? I make money. I have a fucking banging trade. 1 to 3.5. Like, I had a bigger time frame bias, my draw on liquidity, that was just low, right? External liquidity sweep, that was buy side that got taken. Stop raid, that was our stop raid right there. Market maker models, this is a market maker model. This is my point of interest. This is where I think the market maker sell model is going to occur, right here. This would be sell side of the curve, right? Displacement. You want to see the displacement? Displacement below this low right here. Candle displaces below, retraces to a fair value gap. So it had displacement. SMT is optional. Inversion fair value gap. Let's show you the inversion fair value gap prior to me taking this entry. There was a 15-minute fair value gap right here. What do? We trade through it with what? A fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. So what's that? That's opposing order flow to order flow here. So now order flow has changed, right? So then what do? We we trade above this bearish fair value gap, but that's to go and rebalance price. I took the fair value gap entry. It was also the breaker entry as well. So breaker / fair value gap entry. Because what? Yeah. There's a breaker there. Yeah. So no, because we came up, created a high. Then what do? We created a low, created a higher high, and then a lower low. So then, what is the candle prior to the lower low? I mean, sorry, I'm retarded. Candle prior to the higher high for bearish breaker. So it'd be that one right there. So breaker block is also there on the 15-minute. And we had that change in the state right there. So really nice entry. I looked at all structure. I took a partial. I moved my stop to break even. Amazing day. Super happy with my performance. Super happy with how I manage my emotions. I'm really happy with how at the beginning I exited out of that trade that I panicked into instead of waiting for the 5-minute fair value gap to get filled. I'm really happy that I didn't stay in that trade and get stopped out, because I knew I was rushing in, but I had a slight fear that I was going to miss the move, so I had a bit of FOMO in that moment. Just want you guys to understand that. I exited out for minimal loss as soon as I realised what I was doing, like in terms of jumping the gun. Re-entered once the 5-minute got filled, and ended up catching a really nice move to the downside. Super important for me to trade this, to read this every day. I'm just going to journal now, so just bear with me. I'm just going to do a bit of journaling, and then I'm going to end the stream there for you guys. There's not really much more for me to show you or tell you. So yeah, I'm just gonna journal. I've also got my lunch. I've not eaten. The last thing I ate was a croissant at like 8 in the morning. Just looking for a pen. They always escape me. Pens. There it is, right there. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna lie, my journaling is quite inconsistent. Sometimes I journal and sometimes I don't. I really need to sort that out and journal no matter what happened or how I felt. But openly gonna admit that. But what you notice as well is exactly where I took profit at these Asian lows. Now what's price doing? I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Genuinely. I said I was confident these lows get taken. I didn't say anything else. So that's what I mean. Like, after the trade that you're confident in plays out, or if you didn't get an entry and you've missed a move, you don't rush into another trade, because the setup you were looking for presented itself to you, but it didn't give you an entry. So just be done with the day. find a setup another day that actually gives you an entry. Like, I feel like the actual trick to trading. You guys want to actually know the trick to trading is wanting to get better. It's actually thinking. How many of you actually sit there and think, what could I have done better? How did I feel? Was my analysis correct? Did I rush into a trade? Did I rush out of a trade for no reason? Did I let my emotions take control of me? Is this strategy actually a good strategy? And accountability. You guys want to blame it all on the markets, right? You guys want to blame it on the markets? It's your fault. It's your fault. Everything's your fault. You take a loss, it's your fault. You take a win, it's your fault. Everything, your fault. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong though. If that's part of your strategy, losses are a part of the strategy, you did nothing wrong. Just be done with the day. People just... I'm gonna be real with you guys. You can get all of this information from Justin, and he'll put it for you in a way which is, it's very easy to digest. His videos are very structured. I highly recommend watching his market maker sell models, but it's not his analysis videos that have done it for me. Although they have been absolute gold. I mean, what I've just replicated right here on the charts, right in front of you guys live, is all thanks to him. Not all thanks to him. There was, it's Zusi as well. I look at market maker models. Like, I've got a picture of it in my my trading book of just concepts that I write down. Like write NWOG and NDOG in there, what it means, and all of that type of stuff. But Justin, I highly recommend you go and watch Justin. His videos about life, his videos about just about trading and life, and how they go hand in hand. His deep interest and his deep dive into philosophy and how that relates back to trading, how learning about yourself, being content with it, with the present, not thinking too much in the future and the past. These all go hand in hand with trading. I'm not going to go into every single reason why, but I am just going to say that they definitely go hand in hand. He's helped me massively, and if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, just bear in mind I have nothing to prove. I don't sell a course. I'm just showing you my trades live. Like, I haven't even made any real money from trading yet. I've not passed my Topstep account. But what does that matter if that's something I'm just going to achieve at a later date? What does believing that will actually happen allow me to do? It allows me to live in the present. It allows me to stop striving instead of just arriving, which is what Justin talks about a lot, which is just letting the trades come to you. Trying to force trades all of the time. Like, when everything aligns, it will all click and the market will tell you to get into a trade. Price action told me to get into a trade. Yesterday, it was more like, market is choppy, there's yellow folder news, red folder news already came out, and I've been working so much and I've been wanting to trade, so I knew it wasn't the best day to trade. I knew that. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but that's why I went half size. At the end of the day, I do actually like trading, so it does make sense that I want to trade, but going back to accountability, the reality is that I shouldn't have traded yesterday, right? Although I wanted to. There wasn't a good setup. So, next time, I have to figure out a way to combat that. Whether it's, I should just paper trade. I should just paper trade days like that. I think that's a solution. Like, if I really just want to train, I love being on the charts. I haven't been able to be on the charts as much as I want to be because of work. Then yeah, I should paper trade. I have a practice account as well on my Topstep that I can use. There are ways to combat things like this, guys. You don't have to trade your personal account or a prop account that you're actually trying to pass on shit days just because you want to trade. Take those habits elsewhere, or don't do them, right? It's that simple. Again, all of this just comes back to deep introspection of yourself and thinking, like, what am I actually doing? Like, why am I doing this? Why do I want this? Why do I feel this way? Do I want to feel this way? What can I do to stop myself feeling this way? All of those different types of things. I do really hope that what I'm saying, like, hopefully hits close to home. Like in terms of rushing into trade, that's exiting out, and all of those different things. If you guys want all of those issues fixed, go watch Justin. Actually taking the information, and actually wants to improve and then implement. It's a logic. This isn't a strategy. This is a logic. That's what you guys don't understand. It's not just oh, fair value gap, buy side, liquidity sweep. It's how you perceive the market. If I perceive the market in a certain way, that's the only way I'm going to see it. All of these different concepts are just concepts to help you perceive the market. If you don't perceive it correctly, you're going to see things that aren't there. So your perception needs to be on point from the get-go. So just study. Watch as many videos of Justin as you can. I highly recommend watching Zeus's videos on market maker models and on time cycles and engineered liquidity and fair value gaps getting disrespected, early warning signs of of opposing order flow starting to step in, all of these different things. But do you want to see what actually occurred right here? Buy side got swept. Internal buy side got swept. Most likely going to continue to sell off. Might not. Could very well be wrong. I'm not confident in it, but that's what I'm confident in that trade, in that market maker sell model down to those Asian lows. I'm not going to take anything more than that because I'm not confident in it. Okay, so amazing day. Got back home and onto the charts at 2:20. Actually, it was like 2:30 p.m. I followed all my rules and had lots of conviction in my market maker sell model trade. The only thing that could have made it better was SMT. 1 to 3.5 RR. Quick move OTE entry. Targeting sell side after buy side was swept. Super nice. So you don't have to actually write that much in your journal. I'm a strong believer of actually doing it, and writing it is what really matters, because that's when you're writing it down, you tend to hold on to that information for a little bit longer. Because if you you put too much pressure on yourself to write every single thing that occurred in that trade, when you have a bad trade and you feel like shit, you're not gonna want to do that, right? So I'm just gonna read that all out to you, nice and fast, nice and coherent. Amazing day. got back and onto the charts at 2:30 p.m. I followed all of my rules and I had lots of conviction in my trade. It was a market maker sell model, and the only thing that could have made it better was SMT. It was a 1.3.5 RR. It was a quick move. My entry was at OTE. I was targeting sell side after buy side was swept. And it's Thursday as well. Thursday is always a good day to trade. Okay, I have nothing else. I have nothing else to say to you guys. Nothing more to show you guys. But I hope you all have an amazing day. I hope you got a lot of information out of this video, whether it was psychological, whether it was from my analysis, whether it's from me promoting Justin and Zeus, and you go out and you watch those videos and their content and you get useful information from them. Just hope you guys got something useful out of this stream. And again, like I was saying yesterday, I'm really sorry about not being able to stream. It's not my fault. If I could stream more, then I would. My internet's super unreliable. Sometimes I get back and I can't even trade, so obviously I can't even stream. It's been working okay the past day or two though, which is good. And yeah, just if you want to see my rotors, my rotors for work, I'm going to be able to trade a lot next week, and I have a holiday from February 1st to February 12th. Don't need to show you. It's fine. I have lots of opening shifts anyway. What that means is that I'll either I'll start my work early, like 6 a.m, 7 a.m, and I'll finish early, like 12 lunchtime, or 1 p.m, 2 p.m, all in UK time. So GMT. Right now it's yeah, it's just UTC, just GMT. So yeah, I have lots of opening shifts next week, so I'll be able to trade a lot more. I had lots of closing shifts the past couple of weeks. There's lots of 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. shifts. That's why I've been unable to trade and unable to stream. But yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing day, a lovely day, and I hope I've provided a lot of value. Peace.